Our production of I Love You and It Hurts is here this weekend at the Kitchener Public Library Theatre. It's 4 performances this weekend, but we're actually taking this show on the road. We're going to be touring this show to British Columbia and back throughout October. And then in November, we're going to be touring all around this region, performing in some small towns and in some larger cities. I Love You and It Hurts is a collection of 3 short plays. We're looking at 3 different topics that were identified by our community partners at Women's Crisis Services of Waterloo Region. They identified these 3 topics as topics that need immediate addressing in this community. And we know that these topics need to be talked about throughout the country, but the 3 topics are elder abuse, specifically financial abuse. We're looking at intimate partner violence in youth relationships, sort of the subtle signs that you might see. And we're looking at healthy masculinity within the context of a hockey locker room. So these 3 short plays are presented as one full series here at the library this weekend, but we'll also be touring these shows individually. So some high schools will be presented just the youth play, some long-term care homes will be receiving the elder abuse play, and then some community groups will have all 3 of the shows presented in one 2-hour performance. Women's Crisis Services did support and commission this project, and they identified these topics. But for me personally, I wrote the Healthy Masculinity play, the one that we're looking at in this hockey locker room. And it's a topic that I've been thinking about for a long time. I spent a long time growing up playing hockey and really surrounded by hockey, and it's something I'm passionate about, and I want to help change the culture and, think about what ways we can support men and look at what healthy masculinity might look like. And that was something that we've done different plays about, not specifically about masculinity, but about different forms of abuse. And when we were presenting some of those past plays, a question we'd regularly get asked is, what resources are there for men? What can we do when we find out that a man is struggling or a man might be abusive, or what resources are there in our community? And so when we were addressing this play, we really wanted to research what resources are already available and what gaps there are. So those are some of the things that we had hoped to address when we were creating this play. We're looking to make this production more than just a show you watch at the theater and you go home. We're hoping to make this a community resourcing event. The style of theater that we're using in this production is called forum theater, which is where you watch the short play through once, and it intentionally ends poorly for these characters.
Okay, boys, let's calm down and talk about it.
No! Let's get out of here!
Dad?
The facilitator, myself in this case, comes out and debriefs that with the audience and talks about what things made us feel uncomfortable when we watched that play through, what things would we like to see changed, and the actors will actually improvise in real time those ideas that community members, audience members come up with, and we try to come up with a better outcome together as a community. So really we're hoping to resource our audience members and try to change some of these tough topics into a better outcome. So we're going to be touring this production out to British Columbia and back in October, but then throughout November we're going to be touring this all around the community. So we're going to be in Cambridge, we're going to be in Elmira, New Hamburg, St. Jacobs, Kitchener-Waterloo. So we're going to be all over the place with this show in November. If you take a look at our website, we'll have a whole list of tour dates of where we are. And we're trying to be really accessible and intentional about the places that we perform, so that it's not just the city centers that we're performing in, but some of the smaller towns just outside as well. So if you're interested in finding out more about our company or about seeing the show yourself, you can head to our website, theaterofthebeat.ca, and we spell that with a Canadian spelling, so that's theater with an R-E. I think that this is a really awesome opportunity to start conversations, and we want to be a conversation starter. We see ourselves as artists first and not experts in this field, so we want to start these conversations and resource people in the community so that they feel equipped to help make their community a better place.